Warning: the following show may contain strong language. If you're under 13, please get a guardian to sign a permission slip before you watch the show.
Right, so as you guys follow this guy down the hill, and in the distance you can see a huge towering column. I guess is it like I'm trying to think.
Dildo?
It looks kind of phallic.
The big
What is that?
It's my keyboard.
Yeah.
So I mean I'm trying to think of a description. It's like you'll have seen these kind of towers before, but they're like it's square and goes up to a point and then goes to a single sort of pyramid right at the top. I'm trying to think.
Tower of Orthanc from Lord of the Rings.
Don't know what that is.
Yes, you
No.
do.
Is it like the that monument in America in DC?
The White House.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Johnny. The big freaking.
What's it called?
The big spire thing.
I think that is, but I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Cenotaph.
Spike.
The Washington Monument.
That's
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, the one that's in Fallout, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, what it looks very much like the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shape I'm talking about. But up the side of it is all hieroglyphics, like all the way up.
Look at the contrast between me and Askew's picture that he posted.
That's how I'm envisioning it
So
right
really,
now.
it's like a giant obelisk.
Yes, obelisk's the word I was probably
Oh,
looking
there you
for.
go, obelisk. Yes.
Obelisk was the word
Very
I was looking
good.
for. Yeah, no, definitely not like that. Askew.
That's my imagination. That's how I'm
That's
saying
like
it.
wild.
Wait, and
Like,
that's
he's got a bag over his head and he's like,
and that's
oh,
that's
telling
that's the ritualist at the bottom. Like,
Yeah, there's that many people.
40,000.
anyway, continue, Perrin.
Hold on.
You see, he got a bag over his head as well.
There are 11 ritualists like around the base of the
Easy.
obelisk. All, I mean, some of them are dancing around it. Some of them are naked, having sex. Some of them.
Did you just roll for how many ritualists there are?
Yes, I did.
How many were having sex?
It could have been 14. It's 11. So to be fair, we got off pretty badly. I think. Like, it could have been from anything from 4 to 14.
How
we
does
got
that
11.
work?
Some
It's
of them
like-
are having sex. It's okay.
How
there
does that work? Was it like a Facebook invite? It's like, oh, this many people are going, but actually turns out there's
Some clicked maybe, all right.
So 7 said they're going, 4 said maybe, 11 turned up.
yeah. So
Hi guys, bring your own ritual.
And-
Bring your own sacrificial knife.
Well, we brought ours. Where's yours?
If
Some-
I had my own gun, this would be much.
bear in mind there was supposed to be at least 2 more coming, which is you two.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so there's also a couple of people playing like weird instruments and stuff. So there's sort of music, and at the base of the obelisk there is like 4 like big like hooks. Yeah, hooks not the term. I'm forgetting that. My brain's gone numb tonight. Rings, big rings at the bottom, one of each corner. There are people chained to 2 of the 4 rings.
Okay.
What can you describe these people?
Is it gonna be like that May dance thing where they dance around a pole with ribbons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Can you describe
Yeah.
the 2 people?
You can't see them; you're too far away. I mean, like right now, you're on a hill leading down to this, so this is all in the distance to you. You're not. You
If
can't.
they do that, they could like see better.
So are they in earshot yet or not?
You can hear the music and you can hear the sort of noise, but you're not close enough for anything
So
specific.
we
right?
can talk freely at the moment, right?
You've got a guy, one of them with you. Remember?
We
don't-
we need to hurry on down there.
We don't need to talk. Like we just need to keep walking.
Dude, I'll just tell the guy that's a pretty shit.
All I want to know is like, what is the ground like where they are?
It's this is all marshland, so it's all like
What's
wet.
it-
It's
yeah,
all
it's the
wet
ground.
grass, basically.
It's
So I
like
could
what?
swim in it.
It's
It's like what? Sorry,
wet grass.
wet grass.
It's like these are all marshy lands around here, so it's not that dry.
What are you planning? Like what? Oh,
Or is this like tactics?
I'm thinking ahead in case when things go badly.
There are
You can continue.
Oh, sorry. I should probably elaborate a bit more. There is the area is lit up by like torches stuck into the ground. So there's that's how it's lit anyway.
So
I
if we
put out the torches, put my night vision goggles.
Well, yeah.
how many torches?
It's probably I don't know about 4 or 5 basically. They're spread out around the camp
big?
basically. So yeah, they're big. They're huge. They're huge because bear in mind there's no
Let them speak, guys. Please, I'm asking a question.
there's no like lamps in the time. So like there is lamps, but this isn't like there isn't like electricity running around here. So they've just lit in big like I don't know how to describe them, but they're big elaborate torches
Like,
basically.
massive
Pyres.
things.
Yeah, pyre thing.
Right, okay. Right, yep.
Um,
I'm happy with that.
We couldn't wield one.
You would have to be very strong. You might be able to knock one over. No, Cameron might make a go of
I
it.
feel what Ross's plan was to set the fucking ground on fire.
Yeah, I thought that's
Not
what
happy.
Continue, like it's fine.
it's a big deal. It's a heroic way of saving us all. Nah.
Now, what you could do is, if it's marshy, you get a reed, and then you can like go underwater, and, like.
Suck someone through the reed.
All right, and it's standing at the base of the obelisk is a guy. Although he has a cultist robe, is the top of the robe's down, and you can see that it's Gavigan, and he's sort of shouting to the people around him.
Who?
Sorry, no.
Who is it?
Edward Gavigan, who's the guy who you met in the Penhew Foundation. It's his
my
estate.
God,
It's his house.
Couldn't we go like full Assassin's Creed and just go around shanking people?
Yeah, they're like not totally into this ceremony.
Well, they are.
It's noisy. There's music.
Don't we have a guy with us?
Yes, you do. You do have a guy leading you down there.
Should we
Killing
just
him.
like slit his throat and then.
we could just take him out. But he might be important. He might be like, he might be the speaker. Where is the speaker? And they might go looking for him or something.
Yeah, and then you could
I
say.
say we just continue with what we're doing. Is it?
We need a plan.
Well, it's pretty much like if he's gonna be like tie them up, then we're just gonna be like, well, fuck you.
I suppose the plan is dictated as to what they say.
Yeah.
Kill the guy who's.
There is no plan. We just have to see what happens.
We're just winging it then. Alright.
Fine,
Fuck
let's
it.
wing it.
Well, yeah, we've winged it so far until you get here.
We're the adventure bastards. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna keep heading towards the obelisk
Flash
then.
a dollar at them.
Keep walking.
All right, so you keep moving down towards the obelisk. One thing I should mention: now you're getting closer to it. You can see in the distance behind the obelisk, you can see a sort of makeshift dock. It's not like proper dock, but it's like they've built something up basically, and you can see a boat moored there as well, and like a bunch of crates outside the boat.
Escape route. Yeah.
Have you a very slow escape route?
What is it? What's the boat? Is it?
You can't really see; it's too far away. But I'm just saying, you can just see that there's a boat now.
Can't like.
Is it like a small boat or a yacht? Or
It's like a.
Molly.
I'd say medium.
barge.
It's medium size. It's not like a personal boat. It's not like a massive fucking cruiser.
Barge?
Can we tell if it's motorized or if it's
Like
got
a pirate ship.
sail?
Like a barge.
Like a pirate ship.
It's a
It's
car.
an
It's
airship.
it's a cargo vessel of a kind, basically.
Okay.
So an airship.
Can't What's Frank's character? What's Carla's character called again?
Frank.
Is it Frank? All right.
Let's
Yeah. Can't Frank like spot hidden or something?
It's too far away. It's too far. I'm only telling you that it's just coming into view. Like it's still the boat's actually quite far away. But my point is, as you're moving
Do
towards the
this.
obelisk. My point was that now you can vaguely make it out in the distance, where before you couldn't even see it because it was too
right,
far
okay.
and crowded in sort of the fog and the mist and stuff.
Roll for a spot, Desmond.
Oh, imagine. Top of the obelisk.
I was at one point planning to put some kind of Desmond hooks into this story, but the way with the big split between the weeks, since I hadn't had time to do it. So
More Desmond. More Desmond.
also, to be honest, you skipped a lot of what could have happened in London, so there wasn't really enough opportunity to drop Desmond in. I'm afraid.
He'll come into it eventually, won't he?
Yeah, he will. But there was just there
We
wasn't enough
lost
time in London.
Desmond after
Okay.
we like dissected.
Come with you, Dezza.
Right.
Killed his woman. He's obviously going to be back.
Best man.
Right, so you move down. You're now at the sort of outer edge of the sort of group of the sort of group of cultists enjoying themselves. And Gavigan spots you and sort of waves you to bring them over, kind of thing.
Hi.
So let's take them over.
Like,
Closer
Ross
we
is
are to
going deep
Gavigan.
with this.
The closer we are to Gavigan, the easier this becomes.
All right, okay.
You make him a prisoner.
You could, you could get Vincent to like just grab him.
God.
Now, I will say that Gavigan probably would recognise that you're not his men, but he's not paying any attention to you guys at all. He's focused. He's focusing. He's jerking off. No, he's
Best night ever.
One sec.
Everything's coming up. I can't remember his name. Otherwise, I'd finish
Gavigan.
that joke. Oh, there you go. Everything's coming up, Gavigan.
I'm back.
Right.
I was getting my cultist costume.
Oh, I dread to think what hood he's going to display.
There we go. We're good.
These guys aren't scary at all.
I didn't actually ask which apart from Vincent, who was the other ones that's actually in the hood, and who was the other one with
Jimmy.
the bag?
Jimmy.
Frank and Ross.
Sorry,
It's
which-
Frank and
Oh
Ross?
no, in the sack. You mean?
So it's Jimmy.
Jimmy and
It's
Vincent.
Jimmy and Vincent are the ones with the bags on the head, and Ross and
Yes,
Frank
yeah.
are the ones in the outfits.
I've got hold of Vincent, and Ross has got hold of Jimmy.
Right. Okay. So right. So he's only paying attention now to Vincent and Jimmy. He's like he basically wants you to hand them over to him, basically.
Hello. Is this the time? Is this the time?
Probably
Ross?
is. I'm thinking. It probably is.
Like, ask what he's going to do. I shouldn't really speak.
So you could go. What are you going to do to us? What are you going
I'm
to do to
gonna
us? And you might get
take-
carried away and
you should-
explain everything.
You should take the bag off Vincent's head.
All right.
And he's looked. The guy, Gavigan, just looks at you, confused. Frank. He's like, "What? What the fuck are you doing?"
I thought this was a special guest.
I quickly
I
speak
can
up.
put it back on if you want.
He's like, "Who are you?" He's asking you, Frank. Who are you?
Can I interrupt? Like, what are you going to do, you sackless prick? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've got a good intimidate. Not that that matters.
Draw attention, yeah.
Yeah, draw. Well, can you give me a roll? Just give me a roll. Just a standard roll.
Fucking.
Oh,
He didn't hear us.
can you
I hear someone?
push the roll? Say it louder.
Start singing. Start singing.
I start screaming like. I'm going crazy. I'm just going
Frothing at the mouth in that.
All right. Okay.
verbally crazy.
All right. He comes over to you and goes, "Who the hell are you?" And then smacks. I mean, talking to Vincent now, and he smacks you
Yeah.
across the face.
Yeah.
You take another 1 damage.
There's a one. Keep your mouth shut. Put the
No,
bag back on.
That's because like Frank and Ross are like, yeah, shut up, smack.
I'll stuff the bag back on. Fuck it. Like,
I'm gonna I'll carry on describing actions, but if any time you want to go into combat, you'll have to tell me, and then we'll drop into it. But
Alright.
otherwise things are just gonna play out now. So it's Gavigan's gonna grab Vincent and sort of start pulling him towards the obelisk and one of the.
no, right now. Should we just
No,
start?
see what they're gonna do.
No, we need to stop them before they chain you up.
Yeah, before you get out.
Or we're gonna end up like 2v14 or what the fuck it is.
The second he takes him off his hand, so I'm just gonna fucking pull my gun out.
I don't have my hands thinged.
Dude, you're not tied up, dude. They're
I know.
just
I can just grab Gavigan, gun to the head.
do it then. Do it. Let's go.
Can I do that?
All right, we're going into
You have
combat.
to show 'em.
Combat
Oh,
initiate.
right. Right, let's go. Who's first?
Hold
You
on.
first.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
We need to decide whose turn it starts with. Who reveals that we're going into combat? You know, who makes the first sort of
Can
obvious
I do
move?
it since he's grabbing me? I don't know.
Yeah, go on, let Vincent do it.
Okay. Wait, who?
So how am I doing it? Can you make him pull the bag off so I can start laughing? I just want to do it dramatically.
By the way, we've got it by surprise, don't we? So we all get a turn before he does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Vincent's gonna start then. I mean, yeah. whatever
I'm
you call it.
kicking off. So how's he got me? How's he holding me right now?
We're about to pass you forward. Like he's probably got you by like, I assume like by the arm. Like,
Aw.
just grabbed your arm and started pulling in, and then you just went. Fair enough to say.
Hold on, sorry, I'm just counting up where I'm trying to figure out where everybody is and where their combat turns will be.
He's
Do we get
like,
to see this? Because this might be
efficient.
relevant for me.
It probably won't matter so much. We'll see how things go. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what's relevant is that right now, in terms of your zone of combat, it will only be you guys and Gavigan and the guy who led you up there. Everyone
Everyone's distracted.
Everyone else will stream in waves over the course of combat.
Yeah, as people start to notice or something.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
fire a gun, though, I assume everyone.
Where are the braziers in relation to the people right now?
The braziers are all around the people. The people. I mean, the brazier. That's what's lighting the area. So everybody is within range of a brazier.
So
Right.
So Ross
Kick
is
this
gonna like
cunt
shoot
over.
the brazier. It's gonna tip over.
I get the feeling if I try this, it's gonna not work.
What's the obelisk made of?
But it's not your turn yet, Kieran. Anyway, is it? So
No, it's not.
What's the obelisk made of, Perrin? Is it made of wood? It could be made of wood.
It's stone. It's stone.
Okay, I'm not strong enough to just.
No, you're definitely not taking the obelisk.
Okay then. How's he holding me? I need to know this.
He hasn't actually grabbed you. They push. He's you're sort of. He's
They
lean.
kind of
I
push
assume
me.
he's reaching to grab him.
He's reaching towards you, basically.
Right. I grab his hand and pull him towards me, and I draw
just
the
fucking-
gun.
Just bear. You don't have a gun, you idiot.
I do. I've got. Oh, you've got the gun.
Yeah, just bear hug him.
I
Yeah.
grab his arm and just like flip him over my shoulder.
No, we need him as a hostage. Just grab
wanna-
him.
Right,
Don't
I
do
grab.
something stupidly dramatic. Just
I
grab
grab
him.
his hand and spin him so I've got him in like a chokehold.
All right, that's I guess.
I whisper.
That's the best we're gonna get.
He is Vinny. He is Vinny.
I'm gonna shoot
angry.
Vinny.
I'm angry.
I want to keep the gun. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna chuck a knife at Vinny to help set him get free, but I'm gonna keep the bag on.
just like this, complete blind.
No,
I
I'm
hope
gonna-
this guy Gavigan knows I could pop his throat just by tensing the bicep. Boom. And it would just pop his head clean
I
off.
thought you were like an old, like failed entertainer.
Nah, I'm like Tom Hardy. I'm like the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm just a bad ass. I'll tell you how old I am. 2 seconds. I'm 40 years old.
Fucking hell. That's like a
Oh,
lifetime.
Like epic 40-year-old men. Google it. Like there's loads of muscle.
40-year-old
is,
man.
that what you
Do
did?
you want me to Google that? Do you ask you?
Wait, how old's The Rock, for example?
It's
like-
from a. I think it's from a 1200 era. It looks very like like Celtic of origin, like
What?
some
Wha-
shite.
wha-
Like
How old's The Rock? Because just picture me, half of his size.
Epic
but
40-year-old men.
Oh, this will be good.
How old's The Rock?
Okay, so this is the third
The Rock's
result.
42. I've
This
got
is
age on my
the
side.
third result. 1 minute, let me just grab this. This is the third result. There you go.
Is it some
third
huge
third
burly
result.
man?
what's this?
Oh, he's not 40.
What the fuck is this?
That's the third result if you Google 40-year-old 40-year-old men.
That definitely seems like Askew at 40.
Sorry, what is going on? You guys haven't made a move in ages. You've just been talking
I
nonsense.
have. I've grabbed him. I've got him by the throat.
You've been gone ages. You've been like.
You've been there going, computer.
Right. Sorry, I have actually been looking.
Eating
I have been
all-
looking something up really relevant, but I thought you guys had shut me down when you actually were doing something.
Oh, well, yeah, I've just gone by the throat.
Okay, would you going to give me a roll on that?
I'll roll. Heads will roll. That's what's going to roll. D100.
Oh, looks like your epic 40-year-old muscles aren't really up to
So
the task.
you were just trying to grab him, were you? You weren't trying to hit him.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
pulling him into me, so I've got a good like grip.
That isn't what it started as. He wanted to grab him by the arm, flip him over his shoulder. Before that, he wanted to grab him by the arm, and I don't even know what the first one was. It was something ridiculous.
I was gonna shoot him, but I realised you've got the
gun. Pull out the gun. I don't have it.
I need a specific piece of information and I can't find it. Sorry, that's why I'm distracted. And I'll be 2 seconds.
It's not good enough.
I'm gonna take a piss then. Let me take my cultist hood off.
I'm googling 1920s hard man. Just so you get an idea. Just so you get an idea.
It's hard, man. I'm doing it.
Yeah, and then add 40 years.
Tough man, because hard man doesn't bring much up. Oh, that's more like it. I'm a bad mofo.
Tough man.
I think I've nearly found what I'm looking for anyway.
You know,
Apparently, there's a guy called Charles McGraw.
oh, you want this guy?
Let's see if you've put in. Is it the meme guy? Yeah. He's a beast.
I've got a picture of him. What's his name? Vinny Jones. Come up.
Have you? Vinny Jones.
Hello.
Hey man.
Hello. Can I take your bank account details?
Or this guy ask you
Which guy?
with the sideburns.
I like him.
40-year-old man.
See, I'm more handsome than he is because I'm like
but you're not a boxer. You're a fucking singer.
Nobody said I was a boxer. I'm just a hard guy. I've had some trouble sometimes. I'm just
Find some
bad.
relevant pictures for.
What's this?
This is, it's like, you know, that's probably more like it.
I just found this guy. The end result I got. This guy kind of looks like Gutex.
What he does.
Right. Anyway, sorry. Right. Can we get back into things? I've got the information I needed that was slowing me down there.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Sorry you win for us.
Sorry for the hold up.
No. Sorry. I'm
Come on, guys. Come on. Focus. Let's get back into it. Now I found the information you've been
What the fuck is that?
That's just anything. He just,
Right. So you go to grab this guy and he sort of like pushes you away.
He does?
Yeah. You
Oh, shite.
You fucked your
You
roll.
He
roll.
rolled 94.
Yeah, but your roll was shit as well.
Okay. So now he knows I don't have a.
Does he say anything? Can we like ask if he says something or anything?
Do you say anything?
Well, yeah.
What have you to say?
What does he say anything after this action, or is it at?
But it's just a counter attack, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not
he hasn't.
like
He's not his turn yet, so he hasn't said anything yet. It's
He's just looking at us with killing intent, like.
Yeah, it's now Ross. It's Ross's turn immediately afterwards, anyway.
I don't know if I should use this straight away.
You could fake allegiance.
I think that
Or you
after
could
that
shoot
action has happened,
motherfucker.
have the people reacted?
No, they didn't see. All they saw was a scuffle, which is the kind of thing anybody who was captured would probably do the same as what Vincent did anyway. Try and fight for their life. So nobody's reacted yet. Nobody knows that shit's going down.
So
yet.
no one's even suspicious of me yet.
No, not yet.
Maybe.
I mean, he was suspicious of you, but Vincent's drawn enough attention that he hasn't. So nobody's massively suspicious that they're in combat order yet, in combat turn.
Well,
yet.
should we just wait and see what they do to him now? He's on the floor, and then we can just attack again.
Or would you
So
want?
we would essentially go out of combat again.
The thing is, they know I'm not shackled, so they know something's gone on. At least.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, if we go back into real time, they will instantly start picking apart the situation. That's all. So.
Yeah. And,
But then
and anyway, it's
go back
Well,
and
he could easily broke out his own restraints. We don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's your choice. We can drop out of combat and let the world resume, or you can carry on. But I would say right now you have the advantage though because you're in
Yeah,
combat and they
because-
don't know yet.
Yeah, and you got the two guys that are near us. So
Right, I think I'm going to do it, Perrin.
All right, okay.
Do I have to? How do I declare this?
I just tell them what you're doing.
I'm hyped.
Well, actually, I mean, you can describe it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to say.
Right, I've never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to cast Fire Dance and set the brazier across the grass field.
What? You're gonna cast fire dance?
You can only do one brazier at a time. By the way, though, that was what I was saying.
Right. Whatever one has the most people around it.
What the hell is fire dance?
I know how to do.
Spells.
I know how to do magic.
When do we learn spells again?
You goddamn motherfucking stupid piece of shit!
I'm
What are
hyped.
you on about?
Describe the spell. Make it up as you go along. I want to hear.
That's
Well,
very
come on,
silly.
run like
Get
this.
all the spells and all the spells.
On come
I actually didn't realize you were going to use this, so I didn't look up how you actually cast.
I don't know.
That's
I've never
like-
done it before.
So whatever.
I thought it was pretty
Is there a
convincing,
magic?
but,
Oh, wait, I know what it is. I know what it is. I think it's like. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll use a makeshift rule for now anyway, and we'll change it next time if it's wrong.
Okay.
But your magic.
Nick,
What?
Yeah.
What?
When,
what's
when
this
did...
Mary Sue over here with all the special shit?
People are always doing special shit in this. Magic.
Yeah, apart from me.
Your magic is power though, isn't it? So we'll roll. Oh no, it's power in this, isn't it? Yeah. So it's is it int or
Sure.
power? Well, I think it's int,
Power.
isn't it?
It's power.
It's a combination of both.
Int.
No, it's power.
Int.
It is-
What's it? What's...
I say we'll roll against power for now for the success of the
Sure it
attack.
is. That's
But,
how we determined it at the start.
yeah, so we'll roll against power for the success of the attack, and we've already discussed what the damage and stuff will be on it. So
Int.
26.
So what do I need to take off?
Oh, see, this is how I'm envisioning you right now.
so this is costing you 3 sanity, and for the attack you're doing, it's only going to cost you 1 MP.
You can't stop from that.
Because you're on fire, so your clothes just melted
I'm not
off.
on fire.
So once we've done the numbers, I'll describe what actually happened.
Oh, epic.
And give me a D6 roll for what damage it does to the cultists.
I'm so impressed.
Oh, that's damage. Oh.
Right. Okay. So what happens? Right. From your perspective, I'll describe what you guys see. So Kieran starts waving his arms around and shouting arcane words that you guys aren't necessarily familiar with.
Can you speak them, please? Can you speak them?
I don't think.
Come on!
And as he does, he directs his sort of his arms towards one of the braziers, and that brazier erupts, and like fire splutters out of it to like 5 cultists standing around that brazier. No, sorry, 4 standing around that brazier, and they all get they all get light burns, and they all scream, but they haven't taken significant damage.
And then they go, ooh, maybe we shouldn't be messing around in this paranormal shit. Let's go home.
Let's hope so.
So that's
I'm gonna pretend I'm in pain. Ah, fire! Ah, I hurt.
so that was fire dance, and now it is Frank's turn.
How are you going to top that?
Oh, I'm on the
But
floor.
you're you're nowhere near it.
Oh, I just I'm firing wildly into the ground.
There's not actually fire coming out, Mask. You, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the fire didn't come from Ross; it came from the brazier.
How
So
about I say, what the fuck was that? Am I isn't my character meant to be really close with Ross, and I don't know what the fuck's going on?
I guess it's up to Kieran whether or not he ever told you.
No, I don't think I told anyone.
I'm a wizard, Frank.
I'm a wizard, Frank.
1 minute.
What?
I'm
Think
looking.
about this.
Have you got a spell as well?
Oh, what's that?
No.
Are you the only one who doesn't have spells, Frank?
Levitation.
Yeah, they all fly away without you.
I won't be surprised at this point.
They'll pull out brooms.
I don't know. I'll fucking grab what's his name and point a gun at him.
My gun.
Don't move.
Do you have the gun at the minute?
Yes.
So you aiming at what's his name?
What's
Gavigan.
his name? Yeah.
Because in nearby you have Gavigan and the guy you followed down, the culty guy you followed down.
Oh shit! The culty guy's gonna fucking kick me up the arse.
Why don't you just shoot him in the face? then?
Jimmy still got a shot as well.
Well, you know what I'm doing, so that's my turn.
So what are you doing?
Threatening thingy Gavigan. Don't move. I got a gun to your face.
All right, we'll give the roll on that.
What the fuck rolling for? Got a gun for his face. Can't miss.
You definitely can. So what were you using there? You persuade, weren't you?
The Luger.
Well, you were firing.
Oh right. No.
That sounded like you said, but
no, he's just going like.
I'm just pointing the gun at him and threatening him, and telling him to fucking chill. Tell your boys to stand down, innit? I'm in London.
All right. So the surprisingly, this does work because Gavigan isn't armed. He wasn't really prepared for this, so he puts his hands up and sort of backs away towards the obelisk.
What this guy doesn't know.
Don't
This
touch the obelisk.
Hey, he's walking towards the obelisk.
He's just backing away, you know. He wasn't really expecting a gunfight tonight, so he's not carrying, so he doesn't have anything to fire back with.
Firefight.
Oh, amazing pun.
I don't know if we should let him near the obelisk. Something might happen. He might turn into some.
Anyway,
Giant.
it's
Don't move.
It's Jimmy, you haven't had a turn. Did you start with a turn? You haven't had one yet.
No, I haven't had a turn yet.
All right. Well, sorry, I've got the order wrong. It should have been your turn. It's your turn now, then, Jimmy.
Should I kill the other guy then?
He has to say he used the turn to take his mask off and stuff.
So he's not tied up though.
I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't
got a bag on his
I
head.
didn't penalise Vincent for the bag the first time either.
You did the first time.
I didn't.
He used the turn to take.
He didn't. He didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Oh.
didn't.
Okay.
Stop trying to put me down, man.
That was the explanation for you missing a turn. Oh, whatever.
Oh, it's okay. Shall I take out the other guy? Oh, why not? Let's make
We
things...
shoot. Like, it feels weird that we're in England with these guns and we're just like, fuck it. We're just like blowing shit up.
Bear in mind,
instead of,
you are aware these guys have killed like 27 people.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna like slit that other guy's throat.
Okay.
in before they're actually just.
Just go
like,
do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's.
Are you gonna roll on that?
Wait. Is the other guy facing me, or can he not?
He's standing with you because he thought he was just with his mates.
All right. So what? He's like next to me or something.
Yeah. He's right next to you.
Okay, so I like pull the bag off my head, get a knife out, and then I just shank him in the throat, and then just yank down.
All right. Okay. That sounds brutal. Your character's fucking harsh, man. When did Jimmy get this hardcore?
He's got amnesia. We don't know.
You'll forget about it in the morning.
I forgot. Oh, what?
Where's
Why
your?
did you roll? I haven't even rolled yet.
Yeah.
You tits. It's fucking bullshit. Oh well.
Oh, that was a hard one to beat.
You threw me off.
I shouldn't have rolled earlier. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah. Should we just call it clean and just roll again?
Nice fucking
I
try.
agree.
No, you try to stab at him and he grabs your hand and then pulls the knife out of your hand.
Oh, well done.
I blame parent for that.
Yeah.
I thought you'd rolled already, and then I realised you hadn't after I
Yeah,
already
well,
rolled.
I didn't. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you still lost.
At least I followed the rules.
I think it's Vincent's turn now, isn't it?
Oh, that's us done our
Oh, that's
surprise
everyone-
attack roll.
All right, that's everyone's attack roll. So,
So it goes into normal dexterity order.
yeah. So sorry, I've got to do their turns, and then we'll go back into normal dexterity order. Okay, so
Someone's
That's
gonna
not-
die.
No, it's normal.
Oh
no,
surprise! Then it's normal order. So
yeah.
Ross
I've
will
got to
get
do
another-
that. I've got to do no. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so it's Jimmy's turn then.
Right, cool. I'm gonna like.
Pull another knife out.
You do have more knives.
I'm gonna take my other knife out whilst he's holding my hand and just shank him like.
Again.
That would look amazing because he's grabbing one hand. You're just like, like hopefully.
You go stab me, grabs on hand, and you just go. Oh!
So he grabbed my hand. He grabbed my hand and knocked it out of my hand. So I'm gonna catch knife mid fall. You know.
Go on, give us the roll for that. I hope you can pull it
Wait
off.
for me to roll.
If
I'm
it
waiting.
was a 1, I'm gonna scream.
Top of your lungs.
Oh, beast, man, beast. So yeah, he knocks the knife out of your hand. You grab it with your other one, straight up through his throat.
Well, it depends how much damage he does.
And give me a d6 roll, please. Is it d6?
Is he dead?
Oh, no, sorry, not d6.
Probably
Sorry.
Oh, that was one.
That's one damage for a knife
one,
there.
That was 1 point off of crit.
Oh,
Oh,
was it? Oh.
Big crit.
Unless you wanna just give it to me, Perry.
I was gonna say, if he hit him there, he's dead. But like, if it didn't crit,
Depends how much damage he does, but he's gonna hit really.
you got full damage anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't. But yeah, I'll give you full damage.
Yeah.
You stabbed
direct-
the guy. The guy you don't. He's not dead. He's not. You haven't killed him like you did the other guy.
He's just going.
But he is. He just fall to the floor and is bleeding out. So he's not really in a state to retaliate. But he's not dead yet.
dear God, Jimmy.
I know. Where did we find
What
this?
is
Where?
Fuck.
I'm sure Jimmy wasn't this like bloodthirsty when he first arrived.
And then I take the knife. I take the knife back and go. This is mine.
Where did Trent find you?
Is it just because of all the shit you've seen that you've become like this?
Well, he's not known.
Remember when they originally found him? He was in like a room full of dead bodies.
That's true. That's true. I guess he killed them.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
You were in the club. You were in the.
Amnesia.
It was the Cheryl club, wasn't it? It was the club where Cheryl
Yeah,
was gone missing. Yeah. Anyway, so it's Ross's turn again. You're going to keep fire dancing.
Yeah.
Ah.
So.
Have you remembered the words?
No.
Do you want to hit the same brazier again or a different one?
If that's got the most people on it, I'll probably hit that one again.
They're all spread out. Like there's there's 4 different braziers,
spread out.
but the point is because of the way the people are in the braziers, there's crossover between people will be between 2 different braziers. If you see what I mean.
Fucking loop the braziers round into each of them. Like.
So do you want to hit another one or do you want to hit the same one?
Is there a difference really?
No, it's just how you're spreading your damage.
Okay, I'll hit a different one.
Okay.
I need to roll again.
Yeah, and remember to take the deductions off your sheet for doing it as well.
Oh, I failed.
Wow. This I was expecting this to be much more epic, Kieran.
Wow. Can I say more words and try again?
Press the roll. Press it. Do it.
I'll just warn you because pressing the roll has consequences. If you fail on the pressed roll,
I go insane.
well, no, yeah, it's not going to go insane, but there will be damage to you if you fail.
Burn your hands.
I set myself on fire.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can press the roll because you can try, but it will.
Is there any penalty for me just failing it like that?
If failing as you have is no penalty, but if you fail a push roll, there is a penalty.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna fucking run off.
Actually, this could be good.
I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, set on fire!
I'm gonna make you re-roll that because we generally don't roll D1000s.
I'm gonna say.
Wow. 839.
You definitely missed with that roll. I'll let you roll that one again.
Whoa!
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh, that was 830.
That's how much damage you could have done.
I'm crying.
Get your rope ready. Get your rope ready to extinguish him.
Oh my god.
you
Here's
you make another attempt. And this time it basically backfires. The brazier, like a sort of stream of fire comes straight out of the brazier and hits you into the face, flings you backwards, and does D6 that does 6 damage to you.
Whoa.
You're gonna die.
I'm not dead.
You're still with the group, but you're just sort of thrown backwards basically in the air, and this is like the dangers of dealing with unstable magic.
Damn.
And then I wittingly say, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
And everyone groans around you.
Especially Ross.
He says that cheesy line while pulling a knife out someone's throat.
And licking the blade.
Don't worry, I'll cut the fire off of you.
It's now Gavigan's turn, but because he's been talked down by Frank, he doesn't move. He's like all he does with his turn is say this doesn't need to end like this.
Is that because you just saw what I did to his friend?
And it is now Frank's turn.
He says eating a chocolate bunny.
You pull a bunny out your pocket. I gotta say, by the way, Ross, that the fire dance is nowhere near as epic as the ship moment was, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
See, if I had my own gun, I would have just used my own gun. Because I've got some crappy gun, I don't want to use it.
Anyway, sorry, Frank.
I guess I'll grab this guy and be like, "Tell your men to stand down."
Okay, you have to give me another roll on that. Looking for under 50 here.
Yeah, don't roll D1000.
I can't believe you rolled that.
Imagine if you got a 1 though.
Oh.
He says okay, and he shouts to the people around, back away. We don't need bloodshed here. This doesn't benefit anybody. He said, like, he wants to know what you guys want.
Why are you killing people?
At this point, if you
Still
want,
combat? I
was about to say, if you want, we can drop out of combat here. Because you've kind of subdued him and have control, he
Please,
will.
guys, I'm like dying. Can we just like stop fighting?
I'm just saying, you basically, you don't have to keep fighting. You've the only active people around you aren't, and he's willing to negotiate, so we can drop out of combat.
I'm gonna do a first aid on Ross then, if we're out of combat.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I, like,
Let's hope I don't fuck this up.
Yo,
What?
date.
I haven't got any healing spells.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, but I don't know exactly how it works.
What the fuck? Where have you got all these spells from?
Well, we'll come to that later. Well, you'll have to tell your characters.
Is he actually secretly a wizard?
But bear in mind, everyone had a secret thing.
Yeah, mine was real good compared to that. Yeah. You guys wait and see.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have a secret thing.
Oh yeah, my
Yes, you
secret
do.
was-
Yes, you do, Vincent. You
Oh,
told
yeah.
him, Jimmy. Yours was amnesia. You told everyone immediately.
Yeah, but there's also.
Anyway,
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
right. Anyway, so you were doing a first aid roll, weren't you?
I failed.
So you touch his burn, you prod at his burns, and you go, "Does this hurt?" And he goes, "Yes!"
Stupid bastard!
Sorry, I tried.
So anyway, so you've now got the control of the situation. The cultists are all backing away towards the house because they've seen the. Oh, the thing is, even though the fire didn't hurt them, it showed that you guys are not fucking about.
Yeah. I'm
We've
in
got
business.
gun.
Even though I set myself on fire, I'm in business. That's how business I am. I'm on fire.
So Gavigan wants to know what you guys want.
What do we want? You killing people, player? I don't speak like that.
Especially not whilst eating a chocolate bunny.
Why did you want me dead?
I'm eating a brother.
I didn't want you dead. I have no idea who you are.
Why?
You don't?
You guys haven't quite followed that thread of the story well.
What are you doing?
No, it has been.
Sorry.
Well, Vincent.
What are you doing?
Oh,
He doesn't know.
It's like I thought you gentlemen were aware of these kind of rituals and dealings. That's why we've been trying to keep you out of our affairs.
Well, we've kind of had a break and we kind of lost track of time.
Yes, you guys did take quite a while. A month. I've been waiting months for this. No, he says this is the death ritual. You don't seem like any strangers to death. I'm amazed you dare condemn our actions.
Do you know where Desmond is? Do you know where Desmond is?
Actually, you can ask him that.
I did twice.
All right, I wasn't sure if that was just you joking.
Fear. He cowers in fear. Burst into flames. Desmond's on top of the obelisk. Set on fire.
What? Impaled?
No, he just stood there.
No, impaled.
He says your friend. We smuggled him out of the country pretty quickly. He was a bit too much of a hot property for us to have around with them. We were worried he'd bring attention onto us, which it seemed like has happened anyway.
So is he a big deal in these dealings, or is he just?
I'm not really aware. He's not one of my. It's not one of my men, but yeah.
Not in your branch. Okay.
Yeah.
Desmond's leagues ahead of this Gavigan guy.
Who does he work for?
Yeah, who's Desmond work for?
Whose bitch is he?
Who are you asking about? Who, Desmond or Gavigan?
Desmond.
He said you'd have to. He says I'll accommodate you as best I can, but there's only so much I can tell you. There are some things worse than the death you guys could bring me.
Desmond's
he's quite scared of it, isn't he?
Is that because you don't have the notes prepared for it?
No, it's because this guy knows a lot of information, but he's not going to spoil the rest of the campaign for you.
No spoilers.
Basically,
Does he go, spoilers?
Can we get a lead from him as to where we could go to try and track Desmond down?
You didn't ask him where he sent him.
Right,
Where's he?
We sent him on ahead with one of our shipments to Shanghai.
Oh, China.
Shanghai. Okay.
You guys did already have a lead to Shanghai, by the way, from.
We didn't know Desmond was there. Now we have more motivation to go that way.
Yeah.
So why are you killing people?
Yeah. What were you looking to benefit here by killing like 27 people or something?
It's
pretty bad.
It is a shame you ruined the ritual. What you would have seen would have amazed you.
Let's
pretty
continue.
amazing stuff.
You can have instant. I've got the ropes and everything.
To be honest, we just seen our friend like dance and set fire to himself, so that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we're all amazed out.
To be honest, I bet you weren't expecting that.
Touche.
Who's surprised?
Who does Gavigan work for?
He basically says I work for myself. I've worked with the other. I work with the other. Fuck, I forget the name of all the fucking ritual groups.
Pendigue. No.
No, that's not. I work.
Black tongue.
I still help out. I still help out the survivors as best I can because of in the name of Penhew, but mostly the work I do here is for the power of my own men and myself.
So what kind of power are you looking for? Why?
If we'd complete,
no particular reason, just like getting shredded.
If we would have completed this ritual tonight, each time we complete these rituals, those of us who take part become stronger and more powerful.
Well, you've done it like 27 times, and you're still pretty crap.
They've not done it 27 times.
Oh, okay.
We're just really weak.
They've done it about 5 or 6 times.
Get on my level.
Okay.
So you are like 5 or 6 times weaker than us. No.
Wait, what?
Don't worry.
What's your power level,
So
Gavigan?
what do you plan to accomplish with this?
Power.
Just power.
That's all that matters in this world.
What kind of power? Magic power?
Oh, and
Physical power?
what does this have to do with the expedition?
This has nothing to do with the expedition. This is to say my own project. The expedition was always Penhew's, not mine.
So you just want power. Why do you want power?
Did you kill Jackson Elias?
I had nothing to do with Jackson's death.
Okay.
Why are we here?
Yeah, who was it meant to be instead of me?
There's one bit of information you might have, but the problem is I didn't expect you to get into this scenario, so I need to double check it before I can tell you if he knows it or not.
Well, we'll take a break and you can...
Give me 2 minutes just to look something up.
Why are we here?
I'm already looking at people in like Shanghai night costumes, ready for when we
Can
go
I
to
first
Shanghai.
eat myself?
Sorry?
Eat yourself.
Myself.
Yeah, he can first aid himself.
You can eat yourself if you like.
All right. So this guy will be able to tell you one piece of information then, since you've taken him alive, which is that Penhew didn't die, nor did any of the principals of the Carlisle expedition. If you want him, you'll find him in Shanghai too.
Shanghai.
Okay, so we're going to Shanghai.
Right. Well, we'll be turning him into the police.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm hyped for Shanghai.
Yeah, the police here. Yeah, Jesus.
You guys did all this so quickly. The police, I mean, the police could be hours behind you. That's all.
Should we just stay then and wait for them to turn up?
How's everyone doing? All the
Uh,
cultists.
I mean,
Wait,
the thing
release
is,
those guys on the obelisk.
we can wrap up London now in terms of we can wrap up the story for tonight anyway. We don't need to go through the specifics of the rest of it. But I guess we.
Onward to Shanghai.
I've got a picture of Desmond, what he looks like now he's in Shanghai.
Okay, so
There's
this is.
not. There's. Yeah.
Desmond is OP.
So I mean, just to explain the context of what's going to happen now is that that officer will show up with men, and they will take the cultists into custody, and will take your statements and all that kind of stuff, and Gavigan will almost certainly end up in prison. And you guys will be cleared of any wrongdoing because of your contribution to it, and you'll probably end up. I mean, I will just assume. I mean, I assume you're just gonna. Actually, I'll have to work out travel arrangements for Shanghai next time. But is there anything else specific you guys want to get into before we wrap up?
Yeah, I want to talk to Ross about his magic bullshit.
What about it?
What you been keeping from me? 7 years we've been friends. 7 years. I'm telling.
Well, to be honest, I don't really know I could do it. It's just something. Ever since my wife died, it's something that I've always dreamed about. Well, I say dream. It was more like a
dreamed
nightmare.
or like literally dreamed of, been like, I wish I could do
No,
magic.
like as in like when I sleep, I have nightmares about doing this, and I guess like to try it, and it
Is that
worked.
how your wife died? Did you set her on fire?
She was set on fire by cultists.
I thought maybe in your sleep.
That seems strange that you used fire then, but then again, maybe you're just doing that for revenge's sake.
I don't know, like the fire,
Fire with fire.
like these guys like used fire that was not natural, and I was burned in the process, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like I say, I've never done it before.
Well, it was quite impressive.
Okay.
All that one damage it did.
Yeah, and then killed myself.
It kind of backfired, but maybe with some practice, it could be a useful ability.
And it drains my sanity, man.
Oh, does it? Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
The only reason I was happy to use it that time is because I have quite high sanity.
Yeah, like basically one of the things of Cthulhu is messing with these arts and stuff will slowly drive you insane,
Yeah, or burn you.
or burn you.
Or just 6 damage, yeah.
The fact that I could get like so many of them at once, still, I was like, well, it's probably beneficial if you have to end up fighting like
Yeah.
11 guys or whatever it is.
But it did. I mean, in terms of how I chose to play things out there, it did contribute because it meant that they were more scared of you guys than they would be otherwise. So,
True.
okay,
Plus, my like gutting that guy in the face.
that probably scared them a little. I'm gonna be honest, Jimmy's starting to scare me a bit. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna like just for the episode that's as wrapped up there. Next time we'll continue on the journey to Shanghai, and yeah, that's another successful trip for the Adventure Bastards, and no one died this time. So yay, good you guys.
Huh.
I nearly killed myself. Though.
Except for those 2 people that decided to fight us.
Johnny just relentlessly murdered.